So the first time Abby and I ever saw each other was on Zoom because we met in MTC, and so we had a couple weeks of home MTC first. And the first time we saw each other in person was in the airport in Atlanta, Georgia, just for a layover on our way to the MTC in England. And that's where we actually met, where we hung out and talked for the first time. So after I came home from the mission, the first kiss story is that Abby texted me and then I called her up and then we were talking on the phone for a few days and then she asked if we wanted to meet up together because she was going to be in Albuquerque and I was in Phoenix. Come halfway, drive somewhere halfway. So we looked on the map and we found this city. Neither of us had been there. Holbrook. Well, it's like a town. It's like nothing. It's like a gas station. And so we drove there for 3 hours and we didn't really, neither of us knew what was going to happen that day. So we just went on a date and we are going to go to the petrified forest. But instead we just talked for like 5 hours and then it was getting late and Abby had to go home. We both did. But then we were just sitting there in my car and I just decided that I was going to kiss her. What first attracted Abby to me? That's a good question. Probably that we just could talk really, really easily with each other. I think that from the beginning to even now is like the main thing that like keeps us together is that we just really feel like no matter what's happening in life, like if we're stressed out or just want to have a fun conversation, like we can talk with each other for hours, like on the phone, in person. It's obviously better in person, but we have a lot of experience on the phone. So yeah, I think in the MTC, whenever we had breaks, lunch or dinner, we just like to sit across from each other and just talk the entire time, which is kind of weird, but well, that's gonna have to probably be basically the same answer. Just that we could talk with each other all the time. It was really, really nice in MTC to be able to do that. And then later on the mission, what really attracted me to her was how diligent of a missionary she was. That was like really cool to see. We served with each other a couple times in St. Gallen and then at the end in Munich. And she was, and I don't say this, I'm not biased, but she was literally the best sister missionary, worked so hard, was constantly focused on the gospel, and not only super focused, but really good at it. I was always impressed when we were at members' house together. She could keep the conversation going so well and just get to know them so well. It was really, really attractive. Abby's favorite gift from me, that would have to be probably her birthday. Just a couple months ago, I got her tickets. Well, I guess we signed up to go on a 5K run, and that was her favorite because there's a little bit of a backstory to it, which is when we were first calling on the phone and talking, we would talk about running a lot because we both like to run, and she would run in Florida every day, and I was, yeah, just at home and we'd run. And she wanted to train for a half marathon and do like an official race, and I was like, that's like so dumb. Like I just ran a half marathon in my backyard, like that you could just go for free. But she was like, no, you need the experience. It's gonna be so fun. I was like, nah, I don't need to pay money for that. But then I decided that for a birthday, I would get us signed up so that we could go run in the Tetons. And I actually really, really enjoyed it. So now I'm on board. We're gonna be running a lot more races. The one thing Abby can't live without, besides me, is probably her family. That's definitely like not even close the most important thing in life to her. And I already knew that on the mission. She would talk about them all the time. In Sangal, whenever we were talking, like they would always come up. She was always like missing them and talking about how awesome her sisters and her brothers are. And it was really cool. So that's definitely the thing she can't live without. Dream vacation, this one's pretty easy. Well, Abby really wants to travel everywhere in the entire world, so probably a lot of spots. But the one that like is on the bucket list, like the top one, is going to the Amazon on a boat down the Amazon River, and then eating either a banana or mango fresh off of a tree. Favorite thing to spend money on? Um, Probably a few things. Number one, travel. So that's probably going to be biggest part of the budget in the future. Traveling the world. But other than that, eating out. She finds that really fun and like having something to look forward to, like a date. Like we're gonna go and we're gonna eat at this place. She really enjoys that. So That's probably it. Yeah. Hmm. That's kind of confusing. I don't know. She doesn't like doing the dishes that much. She's told me here, I think this is the case. She doesn't like doing the dishes, but she'd rather do them than I do them because I take too long to do the dishes. Because I actually enjoy the dishes. I like putting in music, listening, and watching them. But when I do that, she gets frustrated because she doesn't want me washing the dishes. And so she just does them really fast. I don't know if Abby likes any of the dishes that I cook for that much. I actually cooked quite a bit when we first were in Rexburg, like when we were first in person. But then she started cooking and now she really, really likes it. And so now it's like her job for at least now. But the one thing that I make that I think she actually liked was teriyaki chicken. Like I'd make it from scratch. And so, yeah, I think that's a good one. Ooh, do I know this one? Was it Dion's? That's the one she talks about the most, so I'm gonna go with that. Dion's, I guess, maybe there might have been something before that. But that's the one she talks the most about. That's the one she loves. Um, yeah, she worked there for almost 2 years. 2 years. That's what she says, and she loved it, and like it's her dream job. So maybe when she's 45, she'll go back to Dion's. Ooh. Hmm. This one's kind of hard because she has a lot, but I don't necessarily like know if there's like a top one. Like she comes back every day from class, like saying something. Oh, when students do this. One of them, I guess I'll go with this one because I hear it a lot recently since we've been studying at Rexburg, is when students raise their hand or don't raise their hand and just make a completely off comment topic in class, and that really bugs her. She's come to me like 4 times about that. Oh, favorite movie. Oh, this one's probably easy. Princess and the Frog. I think like she loves a lot of movies and has seen a million over and over again because when she likes a movie, she just watches it over and over again. But Princess and the Frog, I think she would say is her favorite. Ooh, um, favorite one of all time. The one that just comes to mind right now is because we've been talking about it is Magnolia, which she really likes. I'm not the biggest fan, I have to admit, but she's like really pressing this one, so that might be her favorite name right now. Abby's dream job. Well, right now she's studying for elementary education, and so being I think fourth grade is her top grade that she wants to teach. Elementary teacher is probably her dream job. Yeah, and I think we talked these out. Okay. Hmm. I don't know if Abby would be able to respond with her favorite game of all time, but the one that brought us together, and so it's like iconic, is Dutch Blitz, because she introduced it to us. On the mission, we play it as a district or as a ward share, and then on P days with like the whole zone, we'd all be playing Dutch Blitz. Oh, she likes a lot of them. I don't know. I hope it's the new one that I got her this last for her birthday. I got her a German children's book. It's called Das Fliegende Klassenzimmer, which she hasn't actually read it yet. At least not all the way. She started, I think. But yeah, favorite children's book of all time. She talks about all like the different ones, so I don't know if I'd be able to know like a specific one. So I don't know if there's a specific boy name that is her favorite, but there's a couple that I didn't necessarily um, like Liam. But then there are a few that we both agreed on, which are Theodore, Grant, and Isaac. We both like those, so we'll keep those as like the favorites.